But we are getting ourselves into the game, and yeah, I think Big will probably end up with the fat dub in this opening map. So
I'll have to go with you on that one, yeah. Big probably gonna take the victory on this one. Inferno, though, should definitely go in the favor of OG. We're gonna see how that pans out.
Yeah, we do get into it. OG on the CT side. Mantu is actually going to be using a CZ75 on the pistol round. Interesting. Don't generally see that on a CT side pistol round, a CZ75. He's even got arm with it as well. It was dropped over by probably Alexi B, I'd imagine, who has no arm and just a single flashbang. Valde had a bit of utility himself, but no kits for the OG side is what's the difficult position. However, MBK, if you don't let them get towards a site, there's no reason to have a kit. Mantu going to take a position towards the apartment, and the CZ will win out that fight. Kito to fall and Big. We're already 2 players down early on.
Yeah, but now Santaris, pep in his step, quick over towards top banana. Valde, good positioning. Unfortunately, not quite connecting the shot here. Santaris pushing in, pushing further, trying to see if they can find the plant. Should be able to do exactly that. Santaris almost shooting his teammate there. But it's a 4-on-3 situation. Santaris going for the peak. Deals a lot of damage on NBK, but it's taking care of Fission. Valde shutting down Santaris, and now it's going to be all on Cezanne. Absolutely nothing left for him to do. Is this clean headshot to finish off the round, and that'll be OG picking up the pistol on their CT side.
Yeah, I mean, Big, obviously, they've chosen to start on the T side. This is OG's map pick, so, I mean, they're obviously wanting to do something on this T side, get underway pretty quickly, but OG, they'll stop them short at the pistol and hope that they can get themselves back into this one. Big, obviously, bomb planted. I have plenty of cash into this next round. And they're going to go for a couple Galeals. I mean, it's okay, I guess. A couple Galeals, a few pistols. Not the best will in the world for this round for Big, but if they can pick up an opening kill, maybe towards this B site and really get in there, create a bit of a fort of that position, it's going to be certainly a winnable round. Mantu. He's just going to drop another smoke towards top mid, and Big, they're just going to push through with their utility. Smokes towards Moto, smokes almost everywhere. As MBK, he'll get the opening, but can Issa find anything from the pit? No, he can't. Tizian takes him down, and these 4-5 weapons are working out for Big. On the site and find shots, 2 quick ones for him. Tabson and Searson are going to be able to put themselves into a 2v2, but Searson, he was on the back line, he was trying to get a cheeky frag. Tabson's now left on his own with these 2 players pushed in, but a nice open shot from Val. They win it out. Yes, he can. OG, no, just about win it out there. It was close, but no cigar for Big. And OG, Valde's just going to be looking around trying to find as much utility as he can, as he's the only survivor in this round. He has the kit, plenty of time to work when he will get the defuse.
Pretty good stuff there from Big. So again, they managed to get the bomb down. Very important for them to, at the very least, get the bomb down. Furthermore, they managed to deal a lot of economic damage towards the OG side of it. They were very close to securing the round as well, and that just came from a couple of Galeals and upgraded pistols. Obviously, they had a good amount of utility in that round as well, but now they're in a bit of a weird situation here, because they actually have enough money for a similar buy to the previous round, and they managed to deal a lot of economic damage towards the opposition, but they do decide to go for just a bit of a min buy here, if you will. Upgrade pistols, Kevlar, bit of utility. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously that bomb plant does help out just to give a bit more cash to that T side. It allows them a bit of a weaponry, but really nothing much that's going to change anything. If they can find a few kills here, though, it's certainly going to hurt the OG economy. As you can see, they only have 2 M4s, Issa and Alexi B, with both of them. And a few MP9s. These MP9s, though, if they get kills, that's $600 a piece for each of those kills. So you can really start to rake the cash in on those weapons. Especially against unarmored pistols, of which there are a few. just under a minute on the clock. Big. They're going to set up what little utility they have towards this A site. A smoke from Tabson to come through, I believe. Is that the Moto smoke? Or is it the library smoke?
Should be the Moto smoke. Oh, usually lands right there on the corner as NBK.
Yep.
Right before it balloons, he finds a brilliant double. Deals a lot of damage with that SMG. In the meantime, Big, they were setting up for the CT to B splits. Losing a lot of those players as they try to move into CT. It's going to be all uncertain from that angle. He gets taken down and lets it. And Mantu with the final couple of frags for the round. LPOG picking up that 3-0 as suspected. Was a bit of a low buy there for Big, so and statistically should go in the favor of OG, and they managed to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, it was always going to go OG's way, wasn't it? Wasn't really much chance of anything else happening in that one as we get ourselves into the next round. It is going to be the full buy from Big, though, and you can see OG going for a bit of a bonus round because obviously the 3 MP9s, it's going to cost money to upgrade those. As you do, that's how CSGO works, but 2 M4s against these 5 AKs, oh sorry, 4 AKs and a AWP for Searson at the bottom there. I didn't quite see him at first.
He was hiding.
So, yeah, he's obliterated Alexi B there, hasn't he? That's the B site completely open for OG. Like, there's nobody there anymore. OG aren't even rotating anybody over. They're just gonna, you know, if Big go B,
really
go
smart.
B.
Yeah, this is actually really smart for them, because they know that Big are known for not overcommitting early on to like a single kill, and OG, they obviously know this. They heard a couple of players close by. Tansaris, he finds one, but NBK, he drops him immediately after, and now they are gonna go for that rotation back over towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, just MBK and Valda alive. I mean, as I said at the start, bit of a bonus round for the OG side. Not really much to say about it at this point. 2 MP9s. I mean, they may be able to find a kill on Kito over on the balcony. Who gets to get dinged down. 26 points of health for him as he tries to get himself away. That nade is going to chase him down the corridor. He will not be living any longer. And that's a couple of AKs picked up for the OG side now. They've been able to salvage them from the apartments, and if they can take them into the next round, that's going to be really nice for the OG side. And so they will keep himself alive, and that was the only player who was chasing them from Big. As the first round for Big is going to get posted, the bomb ticks its way down, and OG, I mean, they go into that round with 3 and 9 rifles. They'll come out with a couple of rifles, slightly better than the ones you went into it with, though, the AKs. AK-47, the Kalashnikovs, whatever you want to call them.
It's actually a pretty good, as I said, a pretty good call there for OG to leave their players close towards the A bomb site, try and see if they can pick up a couple of kills, and then maybe upgrade their SMGs to AKs. And that's exactly what they managed to do. Holding on to those AKs could potentially help them in a round like this, and they still got plenty of money to upgrade on the rest of the players. Big managing to find their first round, and now the first frag for this one. Simpson,
yeah,
going on the aggression with the AWP.
Just a little sliver of arm shown there, and Citizen's gonna gobble it all up. Opening kill, but Mansu with his AWP. That's a little bit of a peek down mid, has to back away, doesn't want to overextend to the peak, wary of a player towards Boiler, of which Tizian is there. And it looks like Big, they are going to try and create presence towards this B site. For now, only Valda is in that location, but look at the rotations from OG. They're gambling as well towards this B site. 2 players rotating over, leaving just Issa towards that B, or towards that A bomb site rather. They're going to boost up Valda over at Tree. Issa's going to try and hold for this long flank, and OG, they've read this one really well. Unfortunately, Issa can't find the shots, and that does open up the back lines. And do Big commit to this B split, or do they now backtrack towards A? Tizian
Looks like
a bit
you
of a
got
look
your
towards
answer.
C. Yeah.
Yeah, the bomb is making its way closer towards the A bomb site, though, and it's James time, I think. Something that we see quite a lot on a map like Inferno.
Yeah.
If you get caught on the opposite bomb site and you haven't really killed anyone, or even if you're just a man down, it makes sense for you to try and hold on to your weapons rather than try and go for it. See, OG just gonna try and see if they can hold on to the double AKs again. And the AWP here on Man 2. Bit of utility behind them, but not a whole lot. Big will pick up their second.
Yeah, I mean, a very clean round coming through. Obviously, that opening kill towards the B side onto Alexi B didn't really help matters out for OG. And, well, Big, they run with that for the rest of the round. The OG side actually read that round really well. If this was able to hold down long there, because if he was able to hold down long, it would have been a very strong position for OG to be in, because that B split would have been completely ruined. Obviously, they end up going towards A either way after getting that kill on towards it, so they sort of figure out. But if Issa can hold strong there, then that's an entirely different round. And it's probably just Big straight executing in towards that B site when they lose the fight towards long. We do get ourselves back into things. A quick timeout does come through, and OG will have those few sage weapons, the 2 AKs, the EWP into this next round, and that's really all they have. They've got a couple Deagles for those, or Deagle for Issa at least, and a P250 for LXCP as Mantu tries to take the quick shot down mid, almost connects onto Searson, but can't quite land it. An OG will remain in a 5-on-5. They've got both those AKs towards the B site, the up towards A. So this B site's going to be quite difficult to try and overcome here. Big just slowly walking their way up Banana to try and get themselves toward this B site. MBK up on first oranges. Might take the contact here, and he will take down Kito, looking for more. Can't find it. Captain is quick on the trade, and probably just going to try and spray through the smoke, try and catch them off guard. Going to miss all of the timing there. And they're able to start between the bursts of gunfire, give themselves that to B bomb site, a 4-on-4. The smoke fading. They got re-smoked. Now Big actually finding a kill over towards long there. Tizian taking down Issa in Library is going to try and go for more. Mantu would just take him down, and that's going to be OG now. 3-on-3, but this B bomb site is so hard to get yourself back into, even with even numbers, even with an advantage. It can be so punishing. It's a bit like a fortress. And Citizen's just posted up towards New Box with that AWP. It looks like Big are going to roll this one out. Looks like OG trying to save. Halder goes for the peak. I mean, he was forced out by the Molotov, but Big a third on the board, and they're starting to work this T side exactly how they want to.
Yeah, another brilliant round there for Big. Just very methodical. They knew, like, they had a game plan going into that round, and they knew exactly what they wanted to do. So slow walking up Banana. And then right as you get around the corner there at the top of Banana, throwing down the smoke for CT, and then going for the engagement. Brilliant stuff there for Big. Worked out fine for them. 3 all. Big now with a fairly hefty bank on some of the players at the very least. Tapson is sitting on 7,000. Santeris the same. Searson sitting on roughly 5. Good amount of money on the team as a whole here for Big. At least enough to get a solid buy if they should lose this one. If we look on the opposite side of the aisle, still not a whole lot of money in the hands of OG. 2 FAMAS in play, and an SMG. I'm lacking a bit of utility as well. Alexi B, that's a nice shot though. Good timing on the peak from CT. Meantime,
Yeah, the
Santeras
MP9.
trying to find an angle up towards top of mid.
Is he in towards the apartments? He's going to try bursting out of there as his teammates approach through short. 2 plays in the site for OG. This is a difficult setup. Mantu out towards long with the AWP can try and provide a bit of overwatch. He's currently covering towards long, but nobody is going to be pushing that way for big. And these 2 plays in the site are going to be in a world of pain as the Taurus pushes his way in, gets the first Issa to fall. MBK's able to hold the line for a bit longer. He gets double the bomb drop very far forward. Some nice flashbang. That's actually a team flash from Searson. Eventually MBK will fall, but it's only 2 players alive for big. As they're going to try and go forward, try and collect that bomb and get in towards the site. Alexi B is on a long rotation, that Molotov. Oh, Tizian. He's able to get out the flames, but only with 30 points of health. And Alexi B and Co might be able to get themselves another round on the board. Might be able to get themselves a 4th here as they're going to push in towards his A site. They have the advantage unless Searson can pick off something with this AWP. No, he can't. Mantu take him down. Leaves it all up to Tizian. Gets 1, gets 2, looking for the last Mantu 1v1, but no scoping his way into the site. Mantu will evict him and will reclaim it for his own. Landlord comes back and, well, it's up for sale once more. OG pick up a 4th on the board. They finally fight back after a few consecutive rounds from the big clan.
That's such a big risk to take. Obviously, they didn't have all the information that you and I do. They didn't know exactly how much HP Tizian was sitting on. They didn't know if that molly actually connected, like, a lot on him. But still, kind of a risky play there from Mantu to go for the no scope, especially around that box. It's a difficult shot.
Hey, he wins it out, you know. All's fair if you style on them and win. But, I mean, obviously could have used the USP, perhaps. Or a secondary, whatever he had. I think it was the USP. But, he goes for the AWP. Works out, and OG, they have the lead back. But, 1-for-1 trade. MBK has fallen. And Big, they're looking towards his B site once more. They've had a lot of success here. Can they find a bit more now? Because it's only Valder on the defense. Has an MP9 and he's just sitting on the other side of the smoke. A dangerous position. He climbs up on top of the first oranges as the smoke fades. He's got Alexi B rotating in for a bit of support. Looking to avoid that nade. He didn't push her forward straight away. He's just going to try and spam through the smoke a little bit. Not going to connect any damages now. He'll push forward, but Valde is caught out. He had to dodge the flash, and Kito takes him down. Now that he's Alexi B can try and find something as he sits inside the smoke at Coffins. If he could take down the Lancer hit, that would be nice, and he certainly does, but can he get away? Yes, he can, just with 13 points of health. 3-on-3, Mantu, trying a few shots through the smoke, nothing's going to connect. And are OG just backing away from this one? Are they saving? Certainly looks like they are, and they're going to allow Big to a 4th. As they bounce back over towards that B site.
Yes, as pointed out, it's something that we see time and time again. The B bomb site, well, either of the, like, any of the 2 bomb sites are difficult to retake. If you're a man down, or if you're not entirely sure. So we have Alexi B on 13 HP, and they don't know the HP of their opponents. And with that, Alexi B is pretty much dead at this point, right? So you gotta be thinking, okay, it's essentially a 2-on-3 situation. Do we actually want to go for it? They decide against it this time around. We're gonna see much more of it. Don't worry, we're gonna see them save time and time again. And when the halftime comes around, we're gonna see Big Clan doing the same on their CT side. It's just the way that Inferno is played nowadays.
Guns all around. OG, well, they'll have MBK on just a FAMAS, but Alexi B was able to salvage an M4 at the back end of that round, so he upgraded from the MP9. So they actually carried pretty decent weapons forward, 2 M4s and the AWP. So that's obviously nice, but tied up 4-4 again, Big. We're looking pretty strong in these gun rounds. Hoping that they can find a little bit more than what they've been getting. They'll be hoping for a 5th round here, that's for sure. As big, they keep getting given a lot of space towards Banana early on. OG not really wanting to take that fight early on. They've actually been taken down quite a bit by Citizen's AWP in that location. Now they use a bit of utility to fight back and force the CTs, or force the T's rather, back down the bottom Banana, giving Carr back to the CT side. Valde. Flames all around him, he gets out of there before things get too hot. Too hot to handle, that is, and big. 35 seconds on the clock. They haven't committed to one of these sites yet. It looks like it is going to be the A site as Zantares starts to work his way forward. There's a smoke down towards long. And is he just going to push through it as it fades? MBK's on the other side watching for that position. A smoke towards Moto. Will allow him to push forward, and they're locked in towards the site, but Mantu will get an opening. And Big, they're working their way through long. Tizian can get one in the site, but Zantares is coming through the smoke. Is he going to be able to find anything? Mantu is in such an awkward position. Does have Issa for defense, but only 7 seconds on the clock. Mantu denies the plant, and Issa will finish the final kill. And it will be OG closing out that round of very, very awkward pushing towards that site from Big.
Yeah, Big were looking a little bit confused as they pushed in towards the bomb site. Mantu, that frag through the box though, that was something else. Beautiful shot there. Probably was gonna go in their favor regardless, but that certainly helped out a little bit. Here comes the odd hero AK that I hate so much.
It's not too bad, this one, to be fair. Zantares,
Yeah,
I mean,
at the very least, they still have money. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a valid point, but I just don't like it, okay? Like, something in my analytic heart says, what are you doing? I mean, if it works, it works.
Out. Yeah. I mean, it's not working, is it, really? Valde, 2 quick kills, everybody's just dying. Kito eventually finds one, but that's all they can get. OG are the ones who retain the lead here, 6-4.
So normally when I say I don't like it, they actually manage to win the round. It's sort of like a caster's curse kind of thing. It happens almost every time I point it out. This time around, they showcase exactly why I don't like that hero AK buy. It's a lot of money to throw into a round. You give yourself a slight chance of dealing some damage, but your chances of winning the round are not great.
No. Especially, I think you either go for the play sort of where you sort of pack hunt with the sort of rifle and just all the pistols around it, so you can keep tossing the AK between players, or you sort of just try and push forward and use the AK as sort of an opener, can opener into a site, and then you pick up weapons and sort of build momentum from there. But doesn't work out for that one because everybody's dead. So we'll focus our attention on this next round now, I think. But Mantu, he has that AWP once more. Searson has it, and the T side of Inferno isn't the easiest to warp on. There's limited sort of angles you can play, but once you get in the post plant, it's actually really powerful. And MBK, a very powerful push, catches Tizian in alt mid, and that sort of all but confirms to OG that it is going to be this B site, because he saw Tizian setting up a few nades just falling away on that A site. You wouldn't be doing that if you were trying to hit towards the site, and he only saw the one player. So now Big, they have to commit towards B, but there's so many players here. Alexi B is caught between the Molotovs, and he's just going to burn, baby, burn as he gets this down the smoke. He's going to hold them back. Valde at least brings it back into the advantage for OG, and they're all being held back. They're going to have to dart back towards this A site. 20 seconds on the clock. They do have time to get the bomb down, I think, unless MBK can catch them in rotation. He's going to deploy a Molotov towards short, and that is horrible. They have to go through it if they want to, and they do deploy a smoke to get themselves in towards the site. Tabson will get the bomb planted, and now OG, they'll rotate in 4 on 3, 3 on 3. Assist and catches MBK. That's a huge frag to find here for Big. And Tabson with another one as well. Yeah, an OG, they're gonna have to save.
Wow.
They don't have a chance anymore. That round was looking so strong for them. MBK getting caught out though at the library, and Big, a crucial decision there to dart back towards the A site works out wonders for them, and they will post a 5th on the board.
So for those of you who are aspiring, in-game leaders and such, or coaches, even if you've played Counter-Strike and you want to be a coach or whatever it might be, take note of the rotation time there. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. And you notice that they land at the default box on A bomb site with 6 seconds remaining. So 14-second rotation. That decision making there for Big is so narrow.
Yeah.
They don't have room for mistake. They need to be very, very quick about it. And they went for it, and it paid off. I mean, you gotta give them props for that.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, it was 6 seconds remaining, but obviously 4 of them needed to plant the bomb. So, but if they decided to rotate 2 seconds later off that B approach, or if they were like a little bit further in already, there was no chance for them. They cut it so fine. They do come out with a round, and it works out wonders, especially as well with that Molotov for MBK. That almost just blew up everything up for them. But luckily, the smoke, they were able to push through it without taking too much damage. And these are just some highlights from the past rounds as we get back into the game now.
We saw a bit of a tactical timeout coming through. When the players are talking about what to do for the next couple of rounds, it's a good time for us to take a look back on what we've seen thus far. That's a lot of damage on Titian.
Yeah, certainly. You'll be a little bit of a softer target for these OG players now. The MP9 might be able to finish him off. But Big, looking pretty decent so far on OG's map pick.
Yeah, especially considering, once again, as you pointed out, it's chosen by OG. They have 80% win rate on it. It's not like Big are bad on this map. They have a 62% win rate on it. And we know that in the past, they actually used to play this map religiously. And BK and Issa, they're both incredibly low on HP here. And this time around, Big, not faking it. They're pushing straight forward, closing in towards the B bomb site. Mansu forced to change up his position.
Yeah, still a 5-on-5, but OG, they're gonna go for the save again. They are not feeling these retakes today. Oh, that's a tough one. That's Mantu going down. That's the AWP. Goners. And, well, they're going to try and save these few M4s, the MP9, and, I mean, Big, once you get into that B site, as we were saying before, it's so hard. Like, they're allowing Big to a 6, they'll carry rifles through to the next round. Alexi B can probably drop a little bit something to Mantu, but they're not going to have the AWP, that's for sure.
Big Clan tying it up at 6. Back and forth it goes. Yeah, Big deciding to start on the T side, as you pointed out early on this one. So Big obviously have a game plan on their T side. And I guess, like, it's something that we see every once in a while. On maps like Inferno and on maps like Dust 2, we're not always entirely sure what side they're going to be starting on, because both of those maps, like, T-side is pretty good on both of those maps, honestly. So Big Clan, they want to try and see if they can get a strong start here on their T-side. Try and create a bit of a ruckus on the OG lineup.
Always love a ruckus. A ruckus in the tuckus. Mandu.
Ooh.
That is definitely a ruckus. A ruckus in Tabson's head as he gets absolutely annihilated, and the kill is going to be coming through for the OD side. Dunked onto Xantares. It's only Searson who remains, and with the AWP hemmed in towards Boiler, Mansu spots out the barrel. Will spot out his head. Doesn't find the shot, though. As Searson, he's able to finish him off. 12 points of health remaining. He's just going to back away, but is he going to back away into Alex B's SMG? I mean, Searson being quiet. But that won't matter if Alexi B just spots him out either way. And actually, yeah, Alexi B's going to go up. Oh, is Searson getting in towards the kitchen? Alexi B, does he know he's already passed? No.
That's such a weird position with an AWP.
Yeah. But, I mean, he manages to get there just in time that OG don't believe he's already there. Or at least Alexi B doesn't. And as they clear out closer towards the apartments, they're going to realize sooner rather than later that he must have been somewhere around that location.
They're using a lot of time to try and clear out all the angles here, though. And that means that he should be able to hold on to his weapon, unless they go for, like, a crazy wallbang towards the end. We've seen that once or twice in the past, or I've seen that once or twice in the past. But yeah, not happening this time around. So, good on Searson. Managed to hold on to that AWP for the round.
Yeah, and for OG, they have been saving quite a lot this game, but you can see what impact that has into these rounds, because they came into that round with a pretty solid buy. They were able to win it out. Yes, they conceded the previous round, but it was an unlikely win. It would have had to have been something special from those OG players, and that's not something you want to rely on too often. So they go for the save. They pick themselves up a decent buy for the next round with those saved weapons, and are able to formulate a better strategy. As big strategies out the window here. Tapson's just running his way towards top mid. 36 HP remaining. He's all the way in CT with a minute 30 on the clock. Searson has found the opening kill as well. Valde fell. And this is a weird situation now. MBK up on the balcony trying to check short. Does that smoke fade towards Moto? Tabson going to boost up on top of his teammate. Absolutely clips MBK. This is now the last player in towards his B site. And if he goes down, it's going to be over for OG in this round. And he will only find one. Tizian finishes him off. And OG will allow Big to a 7th. Well, I say allow. Not really much choice here.
And obviously at this point for OG, they know that, well, we're heading into the final round for the first half right after this one, so they have to go for the save here. They want to bring that AWP into the next round. They have to bring another weapon into it to allow them to get a very solid buy on all the players. Good. It's a good frag.
Yeah.
Big needs to be careful about hunting.
Banana, yeah, they don't have much cash.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if they could lose all their weapons and still get a pretty decent buy through. Like, the bomb plant money helps with that. But you don't want to be constantly on the edge of being able to buy. So, 3 players alive, it allows a few players to keep a bit of cash in reserve. And it allows them to at least have the chance of getting a rebuy if they lose a round.
Fairly solid, mostly a full buy here for the final round for the first half.
Yeah.
NBK is on a FAMAS, lacking a bit of utility on the OG side of it. It's pretty solid buy here for Big. Tizian makes a lot of noise as he falls down. Oh, that's a nice shot, but Searson is right there for the trade. Trying to find a little bit more, but it's going to be Issa with a nice double.
He's clapped them. He's clapped them. He's absolutely clapped them. And now it's just Kito and Xantares remaining. I retract what I said before about the saving enough cash for a rebuy to lose, because it is, of course, the last round. So, there's I retract that statement. Please don't kill me, chat. You know. I'm just a young soul. Xantares, though, has young souls like Lexi B for breakfast. He's flanked through T-Spawn and got on a kill on towards him. That leaves Val there alone towards B, but Kito, he's still over towards alt mid. And he's going to hear these players rotating down main mid. And he's going to get a free plant towards A if he goes for it. Is he going to take the kill onto MBK? Oh, this is so smart from Kito. There we go. Gets the kill. Has allowed them to rotate all the way over towards B before he gets that kill. Give them the longest possible rotation. And now we'll link up with Xantares towards that A site. And Big Braining is what their name stands for.
I mean, to be fair, their logo kind of looks like a brain as well. They definitely got the brains for it now. Santaris lines up the shot for the first, can't connect on the second. It's Valdit against Kito. Kito, good positioning here.
Oh, he's won this. Kito has so won this. Oh, Valdero, he's sticking it. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. No. He steps off and...
No! Kito, what are you doing?
It was planted in an awkward position. It was planted on the opposite side of default. And, oh, I'm not so sure how that was.
Yeah, OG, they managed to come out on top. 8-7, very close game though. We're going to get into a short break. When we return, it will be with the second half. We'll see you guys then.
In paradise, the sun never goes, it's a feeling. We watch the waves wash over the shore, the horizon was blinding. This could be the end of the world as we know it. Or this could be the end of the world as we know it. And we never thought we'd get this far. I'm gonna stay true. These songs I wrote for you, oh, they make me blue. They make me blue. What did you say to me? You wanted to be free. Do you believe? I want you to believe. I want you to believe. I want you to believe. In paradise we burn through the night, getting brighter. And the sun never goes, and the sun never goes, and the sun never goes, and the sun. This could be the end of the world as we know it. Oh, this could be the end of the world as we know it. We never thought we'd get this far. I'm gonna stay true. These songs I wrote for you, oh, they make me blue. They make me blue. What did you say to me? You wanted to be free. Do you believe? I want you to believe. I want you to believe. I want you to believe. I'm gonna stay true. These songs I wrote for you, oh, they make me blue. They make me blue. What did you say to me? You wanted to be free. Do you believe? I want you to believe. I want you to believe. I want you to believe.
Out of the shadows, I've come to make a name. Ready for battle, 'cause I got a throne to claim. Think that I'll crumble, I'll show you a mistake. Where you see me coming, better run for cover, 'cause I'm not slowing down, I'm never going under. I survived the pain alone, made me stronger.
We are back into the second half, and OG, they hold themselves a one-round lead over the big side as they now switch over to that attacking half big. They've already lost Kito. And BK. hoping to find something towards your apartment. Well, might be greeted by Searson trying to take him down. The flashbang does blind him up, but he's able to get back into cover, but only just. Big. Need to try and make a stand on one of these sites. A minute on the clock, and that's not a stand. That is a collapsed. That's a very collapsed stand. Mantu with the P250 just absolutely nails him over towards the coffins and leaves just one player towards that B site, but with a bit of an aggression towards Long. Searson has been able to find one kill as they push now in towards this B site. OG, can they dismantle the setup that Zantara's had? Yes, they can. Mantu with another kill leaves it just up towards Searson and Tizian, and are they going to go for this? I mean, Tizian has a kit, so there's 5 extra seconds to work with, but they're going to be quick. Either way, 4 kills to find, and with this, oh no, very long flank. It's not going to be easy. Citizen trying to find the shot. He'll get one. And another. It leaves it just up towards 2 for the OG side. But Issa and Lexi B will secure a round, kill the chicken. The post-match celebration. Or post-round celebration there. Taking out the chicken.
Yeah, OG picking up the pistol. Very strong style as well. Manso getting the... He got a double opener there in that round. Definitely helped them out in that one. I believe Valdo was the secondary who opened up alongside with the Mantu, so great on those players managing to shut down the initial couple of players from the big lineup. This time around though, Searson, scout in hands, trying to go for a forward position. Deals a bit of damage. Takes even more. Oh, the nade tolls. That works out perfectly. Alexi B, forward stance of his own. Kito forced to fall back entirely. He's the sole defender over on that B bomb side now.
OG. They have whittled down the numbers of Big. However, they've lost a player themselves. Have taken quite a lot of damage as well as it's a couple of UMPs, the Mac 10 for Alexi B and MBK with that AK-47, but the Deagles for Big towards this A bomb site. Tabson, he's hiding behind the hay cart. The Molotov not going to touch him, but nobody's nearby. Alexi B's worked his way through long undetected, and looks like OG, they're going to dart back towards that B site. Kito, the only player in defense of that position, he's going to have to try and come up huge here. I feel like if he doesn't really find anything, Big will probably just save these couple Deagles. As Kito was spotted out, being tagged down, switches out to the Deagle, and nice shot on towards Mantu. But MBK is quick on the trade, and actually, Big has low HP for these OG players. They're going to go for this. Both of them coming through the banana position. There is a couple SMGs and the likes on the ground they might be able to salvage, but with Alexi B so far forward towards the library, they know they're going to be coming from banana at this point, and these 2 players on the site can just crossfire their way in towards victory, and with Valde picking up the opening, it's all up towards Tabson, and with a UMP in hand salvaged, he will just back away. Both that and the Deagle can be useful for the next round.
I kind of like this idea here from Tabson though. He's just holding by for a little bit longer, but obviously OG, they know his position. They also know there's no reason to throw their own weapons away. So they'll exit through CT instead. But I like the idea from Tapson regardless. Trying to hold a close angle with a UMP could potentially give them a decent amount of money had they exited from that position. But it's going to be another round on the board here for OG. 10-7. Finding the first couple. Big. Gonna be limited for this round as well. Giving OG a real good opportunity of extending that lead even further. If they don't mess up their utility.
Flashbangs, yeah. It's never good to hit your teammate in the back with a grenade. Some worse than others. I mean, a HE, definitely one of the worst to throw at a teammate. Flashbang... Depends whether there's someone meant to be receiving it on the other side, really. And Big. I do just have that UMP onto Tabson's hand, and, well, okay. Nice flashbang from Kito, the car flash. Gets him an opening kill. He does swing very wide, and Zantara's taken down one towards mid. Forces OG to now ready themselves in towards this B site. 2 players already on the defense. Kito has Searson rotating in, but he just has the UMP. Kito, though, Deagle is finding a lot of damage, and the kill on towards Valde. He's put Issa down low. Zantara's nade is going to finish that off, and it's all falling apart for OG. Alexi B, the last one alive with just 13 points of HP, an AK in hand, a smoke to try and create something, but well, Pig, they have the bomb in their control, and Titian's just watching the backlines, making sure Alexi B isn't going to try and save this rifle. Just walk into the crosshair, easy as you like. Big, what the hell?
That's absolutely amazing. So much damage, as you pointed out, from that coffin's position, and then the HE from Santares. Okay, let's be honest, Big got a little bit lucky in that, but they also hit some great shots. They also played it well, but they needed a little bit of luck to edge that round out for them, and they got it.
I think it was Zantara's getting that kill towards mid and catching the player in rotation there that really just put a lot of pressure on OG. It forced them to try and go in towards that B side, even though they weren't really ready. And Big, they caught them off guard. So now, Big, they stay within arm's reach of OG. 10-8 on the scoreboard. But OG, they've gone for the force buy here. 2 AK-47s, one into the hands of Valde, one in Alexi B's hands. Well, the rest of the team, they're just going to work the pistols, hope for the best off the back of them. Searson has been able to get up and all pretty early on in this half now. And a few AKs and a UMP around it. With just a minute on the clock. OG, going to switch some weapons around. MBK will now be entrusted with that secondary AK-47 alongside Valde as they now set up some utility towards this A bomb site. However, the bomb is currently positioned over towards Barn, and they're going to send Alexi B on a one-man mission towards this A-long position to try and create noise, and he's burned Searson down to 20 points of health, spending a lot of time in that Molotov. And Alexi B's, because of that, has been able to work his way over towards the library and is able to cut off rotations for this big side, at least from CT, as the rest of his team now push in towards B side. Tabson towards Dark, can't find anything. His teammate was setting up a flashbang, but Tabson's already dead. Kito has to try and find something, and on the Deagle, he's going to find more damage, looking for more. There's a shot, and then a fourth. Immense from Kito as he just bangs out everyone. 7 seconds on the clock. There's no hope for Alexi B. Big, huge kills.
What?
It's bigger than that, Chris. It's large. That is a large round from Big. Holy hell. What the hell was that, Geet?
Look at this. First is so clinical. Second is a flick. Third, they line up for him. Oh my God, that's so good from Kito. He did in the previous round, he did so much damage from roughly the same position with the same weapon. This time around, he does even better. And I'm sure that tactical timeout call now from Big rather, is just to calm Kito down. Say, Kito, you know what? It's cool that you get all these kills, but you gotta slow your roll, man. Look at it. I can watch this all day.
Oh. And Kito with the 1-deeks. Oh, another one. Oh, and a third.
That's absolutely insane.
Oh, lordy lord.
The absolute scenes.
Big, what the hell are they doing right now? This is too much for me. I mean, I said Searson was going to be sick at the start of the game. I didn't expect Kito to be the one having moments like that with a Deagle. Oh, I might need to dry myself off after that one. That was too much for me. And he's going to keep using the Deagle. He's feeling fierce on it. He's got a UMP. He's taking close angle shots. He'll let it be low, and he will finish it off with the UMP. He's going to get a second.
Come on, mate.
Well, he's a UMP.
Are you kidding me?
It's absolutely outrageous. He's leaving them in the dust now. This is the HG as well. He knows he's going to go down. It finishes off this and then Tabson swings in for the final 2. Jeez, 308 damage in that round.
Pick up the deagle again, I dare you.
I think, well, like
decided
he was
against it
using
this
the
time around.
deagle. Yeah, he was using the deagle in full buy rounds. Like that was a full buy round. He's just,
Oh,
he,
what a monster. OG, they gotta be feeling the heat now. They just tried to push B 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row. They got stopped by Kito. They gotta be scratching their head thinking, what are we supposed to do? And I think Big got the read on them. Big realized that they just got stopped 3 times in a row by Kito on B. So they've gone for a 4-man stack on A.
yeah, and well, I mean, it's Big have got themselves a 4-on-3, with MBK still trying to find damage as he got himself towards a pit. It's Big who are really riding a bit of momentum now. Kito has given them so much to play with in this game, and OG, they are scrambling. Like, Kito, I mean, he's got, what is it, 15 frags? I mean, he's top of the leaderboard now for his team, but those frags he's been finding on the deal are just too much. Now, just pistols for OG. It's probably going to be Big to 12, and this is OG's map pick as well. Don't forget that. Biaser. Taken out of action straight away by Searson and his big AWP.
I'm still in disbelief. I haven't quite, like, I don't know, man. Big, they looked all right in the first half on their T side. They didn't look amazing, but they certainly know what they're doing here on their CT side. At the end of the day, like, 3 of their rounds can be credited to Kito at this point. OG. They gotta be feeling the heat now. 4-on-5 situation. Don't really have a whole lot to work with here. Got the upgraded pistols. Bit of utility remaining. They just used some over towards the A-bomb site. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping the A-bomb site here. CSN finding a shot on MBK. Alexi trying to connect a shot of his own, but Santaris, he takes care of Valde. Santaris finds yet another, and now it's gonna be all on man 2. 5-on-1 situation and a dream, but I think alongside with Mantu, that dream will die pretty soon. 12-10. Yeah, you see the odds swing heavily in favor
Oof.
of Big at this point. It makes sense. They've come to party.
Yeah, and, well, I mean, 12-10. OG, they get themselves another buy-through here, but Big don't show many signs of slowing down at the moment on this first map, and OG are going to be kicking themselves if they let this one slip, and they're probably going to be quaking in their boots as they head towards B. Look at Zantar, which is down mid. He's going to line up 2. Done a lot of damage towards Valve as well. There's the 3rd. And Big, they've just all come online, haven't they? And it's only NBK and Alexi B with a max 10 that remains. And Molotov behind Alexi B does port him forward, and that's straight into the waiting arms of Kito. He's happy to have a bit of a piece once more. 2 kills for him. And Big, this is disgusting. This is scary for OG now. Oh. And, well, Zantares almost 300 damage that round. looking strong. 13-10. Big are battering OG in these last few rounds.
It's been all big for the last 6 rounds in a row. Not only have they managed to win those last 6 rounds in a row, they've managed to do it in a very comfortable fashion. We can see that reflected directly on their economy right now. We got almost 16,000 on Tijan, 12 on Kito, 14 on Sisson. Santaris is sitting on 6.5 and still 5,000 on Tapson. There's a lot of money on Big Land. It's going to be very difficult here for OG to bring this one back at this point. And this round is probably already out of the question.
And yeah, it's a lot of buys needed for OG, a lot of wins needed for OG here. And well, it's Tech 9s and a Deagle for this one. So maybe they can replicate some of the magic Big have found. But for now, Big are certainly riding a tidal wave of momentum, of confidence. As OG, they're going to try to look towards this B site. Tabson and Kito, they are waiting, and the Molotov will take them down all very low as they push forward. Issa, though, he gets the opening kill, takes down Tabson. Good job from OG to give themselves an opening in this one as Kito tries to spray through the mosaic glass wall. Unfortunately, can't connect any bullets as now Big have themselves a 4-on-5 retake needed. No weapons collected for OG. Now, can OG hold the line? Because these pistols might find damage. Searson's made though has taken down one, and now Kito pushing forward. He'll get himself up for full. But they line up for Valde, and can he find a third? Yes, he can. He denies the defuse. Kito, can he get it in time? I don't know if he's got the time.
Gotta be close.
It's gonna be close, but he may just about have it. Big. Oh, yes. Jesus. I mean, that was way closer than should have been for Big. That is not a round to celebrate for the Big Clan players.
That's true,
Valde
but
makes
look at Kito again.
Yeah. I mean, he just about gets it for his team. Just off this one game, one map. Yeah.
It's so sick, because Kito is actually currently the lowest ranked player on the Big lineup. Yet he's absolutely dismantling OG like it was nothing. He could do this all day. I love this. I love this so much. I'm one big smile, and that's only gonna get better.
Yeah, it was like the snap of a finger. Kito just come online, and I mean, yeah, Big, they shouldn't not have got that close. I mean, the retake was looking pretty good for them. Valde with Tech 9, though, finding a few kills made things very, very interesting. And Big, they're going to be a little bit sore after that one. OG, they're running out of time. They've got themselves a full buy here. That's what they saved that previous round with. Remember, it was just pistols for OG in the last round, and they forced Big into a very difficult position. Now, NBK. He's going to be having a little bit of a look towards the apartments. Him and Issa will double peek down the hallway. Nobody there. And OG, do they try this B site again? They found success with that previous round. Obviously with a pistol. Can they replicate some of that here? Got themselves an opening. That smoke from the Big side. It lands very deep towards the car position and does hold back OG for the time being. Still a 5-on-5. Alexi B has taken a lot of damage. He's going to be building that up. Dropped over by Searson. Sorry, not Searson, Mantu. That's the wrong team. But he is going to be building the up nonetheless. And they set themselves up some nades for this A site. There's going to be pressure on this side of the equation. Can the big players stand up to the task? Some smokes towards Library and Arch. And that suggests to Big that it is going to be that long push. A beautiful flashbang completely blinds up Valde, but he's able to repeat his teammate Paul. Takes down Tizian as this B site needs to hold strong, but these players coming in from long are going to prove to be a very difficult adversary. Tabson, he can only find one from the pit, and OG will set themselves up for this post-plant situation. A 3-on-2. Kits for Big. It's going to be Kito and Xantares to try and get themselves back in towards this site. A lot of damage done towards OG as well. Mantu, just 11 points of health. Alexi B, 14 points of health. Mantu will have the AWP back in his hands, and probably rightly so, as he can be so impactful with it. But MBK, can he find the shot? No, he can't. Xantares will take him down, and that leaves just 2 alive. But Mantu, with the AWP, is quick on the trigger, and, well, Kito's looking the wrong way. It will be OG finally to break the spell of the big clan, as they put an 11th on the board.
About time, though. Like, it's been a while since they've gotten around on the board. It was, just to put it into perspective for you guys, it was 7 rounds in a row in favor of Big to put them to 14-10. Finally, OG managed to find a round of their own. About time. But they need a whole lot more.
Now. Oh, Mantu. That was pretty nice. And he's taken down Kito. Nice opening for the OG side. As Mantu starts to get himself into the groove of the AWP once more. Side.
Citizen. Shutting them down. Hitting some good shots. Valde and Mantu. Oh, it's Mantu. He hit some gnarly shots of his own. Connects onto Citizen. Makes this a little bit more interesting, but we still got good positioning here from Tapson. Should be able to get something done from this one. He hasn't made any noise from the position yet. One drops down to the pit position. He swings and he finds the opposite opponent, but Valde still shuts him down. Valde! There you have it. Beautiful double from the Dane. That's exactly what he needed in that situation. And OG, it seems like they lost all their confidence, and now they've got it back. Or at least some of it. Works out pretty well for them these last couple of rounds.
Sorry about that. I had a bit of a lag out during that round. I am back now, though. And if you say OG, finding a bit of their mojo, Big have been stopped short, and maybe OG can fight back on their own map pick here. And I really hope they do, because I'm wanting a free map series here. Big. They've got themselves a buyer once again, but their cash now running thin. OG, they've been able to wear them down slowly but surely. As Tierson, he can't find anything towards that B site. Alexi B's Mac 10 is good enough to take him down, even while Blind Tabson will be able to secure a couple of kills from the back of the site. Kito with one as well. That's his B site. Returns to some of the form it found earlier. Flashbang just blind up Mantle, and that allows Tabson to reposition. Go towards the coffin, hoping for frags, but Kito will find it, and well, they just find everyone on that B site. Big 15 on the board. And just as I say, OG are starting to look back in the game. It's Big who secure match point on this one.
One round away from shutting this one down. And now it's all on OG. And again, we got to remind you guys, this map was chosen by OG. Made sense for them to choose it. They have 80% win rate on this map. Out of 10 times played in the last 3 months. Big 62% win rate. That's gonna get bumped up if they take this one. And yeah, with Dust 2 being the second in this series chosen by Big, and it's a strong map for them. This is not boding well currently for OG.
No, I mean, it's going to take a few rounds here. As you can see, obviously 15-12. Hopefully, OG can bring this one back, because it'd be horrible for them to lose their own map pick here. But Big, I mean, it would be undeserved. Can OG push forward? Tizian boosted up around the edge of the smoke. Alexi is going to fall to Tabson instead, out towards Long. And, well, Tizian had a bit of a jump around. Won't find They shot above that smoke. Tabson's going to be looking for some more, but Tizian caught out from Valdez, pushing from the balcony, and this OG side, they're going to be able to find a couple kills. They'll be able to open up that A bomb site, get themselves a 3-on-2, and Tabson, probably wisely, is just going to go and save, rejoining with his teammate Kito. And OG,
Yeah, I like this.
they'll find a 13th. Yeah.
This makes pretty good sense here, because obviously Kito, they want to save that AWP. Tabson, he want to save the silenced M4, even though it is a silenced M4. Jokes aside, they just want to save these weapons to make sure that they can buy up comfortably for the next round, and they will be able to do so. Also, this is what gives them the most amount of buys. Is it actually? It should be, yeah. It's very difficult here for Big, though, because it all, like, rides and dies on this round for them, actually. And I think it makes perfect sense for them to take this tactical timeout, because if they lose this round, right, they're going to be very limited for the next round, which is going to be the last. So, a lot rides on this round here for Big. They don't have a whole lot left to work with. Oh, I'm just
That Kito people again. It was so fine, and yeah, such a big impact on the game.
Yeah, so then Big will be able to buy up for this round, of course, due to them holding on to a bit of equipment from the previous round. But they are going to be limited in their reserves, so to speak. Well, they actually don't go for the force buy. That's interesting.
No, I respect it. They're going to play. They're going to allow OG to 14, and rightly so. As Valve, they're going to go aggressive towards the top banana. It's to join him, and they clear that position out pretty quickly on in the round. That forces Kito back. Doesn't want to go down early. He wants to keep his team in this one. Keep it in a 5-on-5, but well, OG. They're not completely out yet. They're down. They're not out. They can force this one to OT. That would be mega.
They actually have a really good chance of doing it.
Oh, this is going to be sick. Kito, maybe not long for this world unless he can find multi-kills. He misses the first shot, looking for more. Alexi B just toying with him, and Issa will finish him off. Takes down Kito, exposes that B site, and it's only the single M4, a few deagles for Big. And they're probably just going to save this one, carry the armor into the next round, carry the M4 into the next round, give everything you have for this final regulation round.
So this actually, again, makes pretty good sense for them. Obviously, they want Tabson to save, because he wouldn't have enough money to go for an M4 in the next round with, like, utility and all that good stuff behind it. He needs to save this weapon, and he needs to save the Kevlar. It also kind of forces... Didn't think of this until just now, but it also kind of forces OG to go for a hunt, because they haven't heard any of the other weapons.
Oh, those are a couple nice kills.
That's good.
I mean, OG, they still have
didn't get
plenty
the
of
weapon.
cash. OG still have plenty of cash, so it's not too bad. And I think Big, they get themselves a buy up either way.
But the thing is, in that situation, OG, they didn't see the weapons. They didn't see whether they had weapons or just pistols. So they kind of had to go for the hunt there to try and deny them those weapons if they bought weapons for the round. It was actually kind of... Maybe I'm putting too much into it, but if Big thought that far ahead, that would be mega. That would be insane. They've already proved that they have big brain plays, so, I mean...
Yeah.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah, and, well, 14-15, it all rides on this for OG. Can they take this to overtime? We're about to find out. A minute 20 on the clock for OG to try and do thy bidding. Big. They've gone aggressive towards Banana already, catching a lot of space in that location. That means that an extra player is going to rotate over towards this A site. Tizian, can he hold them back? And Molotov towards the apartments is certainly doing the job for the time being. But OG, they're going to lose their opening player. Alexi B caught towards mid, and that was a peek from Kito down Banana, and that leaves OG in a difficult spot. But MBK just straight through the smoke will annihilate Tizian. Valde with one as well. He's going to secure the site, and Valde will just absolutely open this one up like a can opener there. Searson and Kito, the last two remaining, but Searson still hitting shots on the AWP. Maybe if he went for the wall bang, he might have been able to catch another, but Kito has now come to rejoin him towards long here. The bomb not yet planted, and Kito is going to cut them down. Another player, MBK, to fall. 2-on-2. Valde trying to find the shots. The bomb's still not planted, but Valde and Mantu, they will force it to OT. They get it done. A beautiful execute, just an explosive execute in towards that exciting. And what an exciting game that was. Big. They had the chance there to try and close it down. But it was just them. Looking so fierce. OG held out for as long as they could. And it held them out long enough to take this to overtime. We will be going to a short break.
Leader, I got my team up. I've been a dreamer. I switched the scene up. I done got that green up. It don't make me fiend up, but no, I'm being with the raps. Call me the fiend up. Dirty work, smoke up, no lean up in my soda. Fresh and clean, got no odor. I've been an outcast, me and scared, we told ya. Been in that backseat, facts we move that word, but it ain't no D-R-U-G, M-B-M-U-S-I-C. I'm only human. If you cut the skin, I bet I bleed. And when my back against the ropes, put in that work, I lead. I see the vision clear, seeing things that y'all don't see. Two dubs on the vision, call it 2020. Two dubs on the vision, dubs on the vision. Two dubs on the vision, dubs on the vision. Two dubs on the vision, dubs on the vision. Two dubs on the vision, call it 2020. Beamer, I got my team up. Hit it off from rapping, we stacking, getting my green up. We all leaned up, took it a while, trucking a minute a mile, fucking up every style. You in it now, telling my family is proud. Willing to fight and we proud. Bitch, I don't wanna talk, I just walk rock. 100 bands cash, trying to get on my stock. Love all my fans, fuck on my ops. We just make jams, all I make pops. Girls gon' dance, homies I'll rock. Came too far, then we ain't gon' stop. Gave my life and I took my shot. Yeah, rose up top and I took my spot. Yeah. If it's a problem, then we really ready. Yeah, hunted with me and we for the war. My heart is formed and my vision deadly. I've been dialing in my sights, see it 2020. Two dubs on the vision,
Welcome back, everyone. We're heading straight into overtime. OG versus Big. What a banger of a first or regulation between these two here on the first map. Absolute scenes today. We saw in the first best of 3 of the day. We saw that second map go into OT with a big comeback in it. And we see the first map here in this best of 3 with a pretty big comeback of their own. OG managed to bring it all the way back. Big. Should have probably closed that one out, let's be honest. They still have the chance as we're heading into OT. Obviously, once again, it is ML3 16k. That means first to 19 will secure the victory. If both get 18, we're going to head into second overtime. Going to continue that until one of the two teams string 4 rounds together.
Yeah, I'm so glad OG took this one to OT. This game deserves it. It's been so fun to watch, and I hope everyone else is enjoying this as much as I am. As OG, they do continue on the T side. MBK trying to have a little bit of exploration towards that apartment, but not spotting anything out. Big happy to play further back in towards the site. And Kito, well, it could either go very well or very wrong for him. He's hiding behind the wood plank of car. He may spot a couple players and check him. Oh, they're not going to check him. He's only up to find one, though. I don't think he realizes someone has already passed him, and that is Valde, who takes the kill and will secure a 4-on-4 with spam from Tabson to try and deny the cross. Alexibi will be able to get over with that bomb. 10 seconds on the clock. He'll get it down unless Tabson can swing through and deny it. Oh, it's a bit close, a bit awkward, but they do get it down. It's all up to Tizian as the kills favor OG. This has found free. And now, Tizian to try and find the shot. He can't find the kill, and it's the 4K for him. Beautiful work. Secures OG a 16th as they post the first round of OT.
Pretty massive round there from Issa. He just managed to shut down any attempt from Big early into that, early into the retake. Like, whenever anyone tried to push anywhere, Issa looked in that direction and took them out immediately. Beautiful 4K from him. OG stringing a decent amount of rounds together now. 4 rounds in a row from them. That's a sick shot from MBK.
Okay. It's just annihilated Searson. There's frags aplenty across the map. But it is the OG side who have the advantage. A 4-on-3. Tapson's taken a lot of damage as well. As Tizian swings around the corner, he will take down one. And that evens things back up into the 3-on-3, but OG, they'll be able to get the way in towards this bomb site. Zantares hoping to spot one, jumping from the balcony. Nobody going to present themselves, though. Zantares pushes close to that Molotov. It allows him to focus on mini-pinning. He's able to spray down one, but he's right and he can't find a second. It's what the hell was that? He's just absolutely rinsed them. 3 quick kills for him from the grave, and he's put OG on 17. 2 huge rounds from Issa coming through. What is it, 7 kills between the 2 rounds there?
Yep. So real quick, I went back and I actually counted the amount of kills that Kito got in that 7 round, like 7 rounds in a row that Big had in the middle of the second half. He managed to get 12 kills in those 7 rounds. It's roughly 2 per round, and he had 3. No, he had 4. No, excuse me, 3 rounds where he didn't get any kills.
What has Mantu done? How has Mantu found 2 quick kills?
Same as did in the last round.
Alexi B's in library. What is going on? Searson will eventually restore a bit of normality, but a 2-on-3. He's going to try pushing towards the site to find Mantu, but his teammate MBK will be covering Mantu's back, and MBK just through the smoke. A 3-0 in the first half for OG.
Okay.
They are tired of this.
Oh, I guess that's one way of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, like...
To be... Go ahead.
Jeez. I'm just saying, like, OG, they will push to the brink in the second half. They worked it back into OT, and now they are just rocking it. They are bored of playing this map. They want to go to the next.
It's their map choice. I mean, I guess there's a reason why they have 80% win rate on it, but seeing that second half in regulation, I certainly didn't think it was going to go this way, but good on them. 3 in a row in OT. A lot of damage dealt towards Big in the start of this round as well. Look Searson, look Tapson. Barely any HP left on Searson, down to just 3. Big.
Yeah, they're up against it here, Big. OG
Up against
quite
the wall,
possibly
man.
take the game here. Yeah. They're going to try this A site, but OG, they've got plenty of players here. They're going to try forcing their way up towards top mid, a flashbang to try and force that through.
$18,
1-2.
15.
Yeah.
Can OG shut it down?
MBK from the balcony, he's able to find 2 quick kills. He's putting it in the advantage, and the nade from Mantu secures another. It's only Tizian and Searson with only 3 points of health. With 20 seconds on the clock, they need to get these kills found. Tizian towards mini pit is still trying to dice with MBK, but the kill is found, and OG, they will secure 9.